Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Gonna be getting back to work on the Cobra in this video. As I'm sure you can probably hear if you watch the channel, my voice is kind of coming and going. I mentioned in the last video, flu hit our house, and yeah, it's hit me hard the last few days. It's currently Tuesday. Feeling like I got run over by a train, but at least I wanted to kind of get things rolling on the work with this car this week. Since we have kind of a warmer day. It's 44 degrees outside, and it feels like I could go outside in a t-shirt and shorts. It's ridiculous after what we've had recently. So anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the camera turned around and start walking through the next steps in the process. Last video, I was able to get the new trunk stay installed as far as the lower portion goes, and had drilled holes for where I thought I was gonna mount the upper portion, and then realized I don't have a whole lot of space there to work with. But the good thing is I realized that there is a metal support in there, which I did not know. So this structure is going to be pretty sound once all is completed. So what my plan is I have this bracket that I had previously, drilled and tapped and whatnot for 2 screws. I need to put a slight bend into it just to match the bend of this. And then I'm going to open it up below this hole right here, so I can guide this in and down. The reason I'm going that direction is, one, the force is going to be upward, so I want to make sure when I install it, the screw is at the top of this bolt hole, so I don't want to mess with above this. And then 2, this opens up, like the distance in this hole is shorter between the 2 pieces of the panel versus it's much wider, so I'll have more room to walk this down. So in theory, I'll walk it down the slot right here, get it down, and then I can put the bolts in the bottom to hold it in place, and then I can install the top bolts. So that is my thought process on how I'm gonna make this work. So like I said, I need to go ahead and get a slight curve put into this just to match the trunk lid a little bit, and then I can start with a drill bit and just creating a slot below this hole, and then I should be able to walk it in there. The way this should work, if I can keep the slot small enough, this will completely cover it. You'll never know it's there, so it'll work out really well. And like I said, being that there's that metal back here that's pretty wide, that's a good support to work off of. And then also, I'm going to leave the top so all the force will be upward when it's holding the trunk. And real quick, there you can see the minimal amount of curvature that I need to put in it. It's just a tiny little gap. So I'm basically gonna go over to the vise and just kind of put the 2 ends of the vise onto the very ends of this, and probably like 1 whap with a hammer should put the curve in it that I need. So I'm gonna see what I can do real quick and see if that makes it a little better. 1 whap with a hammer, and then I laid an impact socket, a large one, on it, sideways to kind of give it a curvature, and sure enough, I'm happy with it. It's got a very slight curve to it. It's hard to see, but what I was looking for, so all set there. Next up will be creating the slot. So I'm going to drill 2 1/8 inch holes below here, and I'll use a 1/4 inch bit to open them up, and that should get me the size I need. I can always open it a little more if I need a little extra wiggle room, but that should do it. So I'm going to go ahead, start drilling holes, and see if I can get a slot to insert that backing plate through. Update time. You can see, the hole is a little larger than I was hoping for, but it should, again, all still be covered for the most part by that base of the prop, as you can see here, because it's a pretty good sized pad. But yeah, it's good. You can see everything is in there and lined up. Bottom hole, well, it's almost lined up. It's pretty close. Yeah, there it is. It's lined up if you get the right angle. So yeah, we have the backing plate in there. So next is going to be to grab the actual stay itself and see if I can get the screws into it and see if it will hold up in place like it should. I figure if worse comes to worse and anything is exposed, I can always get like a small piece of aluminum and cut it and just kind of make it like a little decorative plate to cover and go between the stay itself and the trunk, and just kind of rivet it or whatever. We'll see. Haven't figured it out, or haven't decided yet, because I'm not sure how it's going to look once this is bolted in place. Quick update, messing with it. I realized that these screws are still going to hit the body the way they were before, so I did add a washer behind the finish washer just to space it out and give myself enough space. And then what I had to do was disconnect it down here from here. So I just pulled that through bolt out, left the bracket on the body, and then I was able to spin it around, get the bottom one in, and now I'll just roll this up now that that's loosely in place, get the upper one in place, because you need to be able to extend this all the way, and with the bottom attached, you can't. you won't be able to get a screwdriver on to tighten the screws. So let me get this spun around and get the upper screw installed and tightened. And there you can see both screws are tightened and in place, and this is what I was talking about. You kind of have to pivot this up and down in order to get the screwdriver on the screws, because they're going to cover it depending on where it's at. So that is now tight, good. I did, kind of line it up down here, roughly where it was going to be before tightening things down, because there was a little play in the brackets. So now I need to just go reinstall that through bolt, and this will be job done. And there you have it. The trunk is now supported solely by my new trunk stay. Seems to be functioning well. I went ahead and lowered it. What I can do, hold on one second. All right, so there it is, going down all the way. You can kind of see in here how it folds. Nothing grabs, and the trunk lid closes just fine. And then back up until it clicks. Clicks, and there's the catch, and all set. The only thing, if you watch where the body mount is, it's got a little bend in the body. I mean, it's very minimal. So I may eventually try and put some sort of support under there. It's hard because where the framework is, you can kind of see it's off to the side. I don't know if I'm going to be able to really tie that in and strengthen the body much in that area or not. Something to think about. But for now, I have a functioning trunk stay. I also do, this wiring for the license plate light. I'm gonna have to, do something to zip tie it so it stays up back here and doesn't keep catching on this when this drops down, because that's a problem I'm running into. But that's, an easy fix. Tools are all cleaned up, and that is the end of the job. So, gonna say pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks a lot better and is definitely much more functional than having that little fiberglass rod that I have to keep with me all the time and manually prop it up, or just rest the trunk lid on my head. As far as the flexing goes, looking at the actual hinges for the trunk, they're only in the body as well, and that whole thing flexes when you move it up and down too. So maybe it's not that big of a deal after all, but I don't know. I might try and come up with some sort of support structure. I don't know. We'll see. It's probably overkill if I do it. But yeah. So I'm going to end this one here. If you like what you're seeing, you want to follow along, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I do review them. I will reply. I do have a second YouTube channel devoted to firearm content. If that's something that interests you, please check it out. There's a link in the description below. I also have a Rumble channel where I'm posting firearm content. If you're on Rumble, I'd appreciate it if you would head over to my page, follow me there, link in the description as well. I have some merch that I am selling on a Fourth Wall site. You probably see some items below this video, tagged in the video, things like that. Lot of different stuff, a lot of Shelby stuff, and I'm going to be adding more and more as time goes on. Link in the description below if you want to check it out. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.